I'm a dandy. Somebody check the candy. My getting kind of randy. I don't know.
There we
I
go.
like it. I like it.
I don't know where that part came from. I thought we were cleaning up the show, you
I
know.
like Hey,
What's
Mikey.
up?
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Are you guys live?
What the
Yeah.
fuck? You guys are wearing all like this is.
We're wearing the old school stuff.
Yeah,
Here.
we're wearing the OG. We're wearing the OG shit.
Are you guys live currently?
We are recording right now. We're
All
not
right.
live.
I
but
wasn't
we are
sure. I wasn't
recording.
sure.
We are
We-
recording.
We start off recording that way. It's just whatever. You know, we just start fucking talking.
You just hit the host with your balls right away and just.
Yeah,
We
exactly,
hit
sir.
the ground running with a ball sack dragon.
I'm glad I wasn't zipping my pants up or something. Sometimes I'm embarrassing myself getting all set up, you know.
That makes for a better audience right there. People love to see ball sacks.
Yeah, it's true.
I've been trying to market it, but you know, it's a limited niche crowd for sure.
It is. Yeah, it's like micro brews. You know what I mean? It's like there's only this niche crowd that says, "Yeah, I like that shit," but you know, that's how it goes. I'm gonna try this pickled vodka really quick, Mikey. So
Oh
I'll
no,
make-
that's cool. I brought Kool-Aid jammers. Here, I'll
nice.
make
Yeah.
crack them open. We're gonna crack stuff open early here.
Oh,
What the
Oh.
hell is that? Did you make that?
No, Drew Marvick of Pool Party Massacre, he sent this to me. I bought one of his screen use props because I just thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And he gave me a lot of extras, which was really cool and unexpected. Drew's awesome. I love Drew.
What
Drew
a
is
dick.
great.
No, I love him so much. He actually just hit me up today. You know, I made some slips for him a while back. It's been a couple of years now, and he was like, "Hey, do you care to do another run of these?" And so he's gonna send me. He's got like 8. I don't know if he wants me to tell people.
Oh, no, if it's something you can't share, I understand.
No, I think it is though. I don't see why it wouldn't be. He's got like 8 green ones, 2 like pink or red tapes, and then there's 10 total. I'm gonna be selling 5 of them, and then he's going to take 5 of them to like cons and stuff like that to sell. So
I think
yeah,
he just did hot sauce too, didn't he?
I think so.
I think I just saw him post that. That's kind of cool.
So that thing that he sent you right there, is that like a big box? Just like would it hold anything like a movie, or is it just what is it?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
I
it's
should have
like
brought the movie. It's way bigger than the movie.
Oh, I see. So it's just like a book box.
Yeah, it's like a book box, but he
Yeah.
hooked it up, made it cool, you know.
Yeah.
That's
dope.
what you do for your fans. That's so unexpected and awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, we had him on not that long ago, and fucking he was so fun to talk to.
He was just in my buddy's movie, and I'm afraid I didn't get to meet him, so that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, you talk about Tapehead?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we just had Dustin on. It was a great episode.
Oh man, I've been wanting to watch that real bad. Dusty Buns is always a really good guest, in my opinion. He's kind of been doing this for a while, and he
Yeah.
really knows his horror.
Yeah, I'm editing that episode tomorrow, so hopefully have that out by the middle of next week. I leave for Florida at the end of the week, so
What are you doing there?
I'm just going on vacay, Mikey. Gotta get away for a little bit. Fucking
I live there. We used to try to get out of there as much as possible.
I agree with that shit, man. I'm in Tennessee and I'm close enough to Florida. I don't want to fucking go there.
Yeah,
Place
Yeah, that's
stinks.
like Florida's titty for sure.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's true.
Yeah. So you said you live there?
Yeah, I went to college there. I went to Full Sail to learn computer animation, and I left divorced and a graphic designer. And I'm glad that I went though, because that was my career for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Wow. What where'd you go? Was it like what state or not state, but city? There we go.
It was called Full Sail. I know it has sail in the title.
No, like what was it like? Where was the school located?
Oh, in Winter Park. It
Yeah,
was
but-
kind of like a nice little area, except for it had a lot of hobos. You know, it was like this high tech, like, you know, sciency looking spaceship school, and then there was like hobos hanging around it. It was interesting.
I like hobos. They're fun, especially when you give them a little bit of money.
Yeah, they really get the creative juices flowing.
Yeah, man, they'll do about anything. You remember bum fights?
Oh man, I mean, I'll fight a guy in mashed potatoes, like a big old kiddie full of mashed potatoes for like $20. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sure
sure
it'll
they-
eat me
$20.
up, but
I'm sure
you
they
know.
would too.
$20, dude. We will make this fucking happen.
Yeah, we're gonna
Or
do that
or
live.
what about a coleslaw? There's a tape called Coleslaw Wrestling, and
No
I
way.
always wanted to wrestle a chick in coleslaw. I think that'd be awesome.
Who wouldn't? Like, I would love to wrestle my wife in coleslaw. She would throw up the entire time, but I would love to wrestle her in coleslaw. That'd be fun.
That was the correct answer. You said my wife.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
In case they're listening.
then the smell wouldn't change either when she's puking in it, because that's about what
Ah.
coleslaw. It's about what coleslaw smells like.
And to be
Dude,
clear, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I absolutely adore coleslaw. Like, I fucking
It
love
actually
it.
is pretty good. It's not a bad little side, you know.
No,
I'm-
you could get some like real shitty coleslaw that's just not good. But there's some places down.
Watery.
Yeah, there's some places down here. There's a place called Cock of the Walk. So it's like a like a turk or like a chicken or whatever they are.
Yeah.
And so Cock of the Walk, and they do their coleslaw like makes my mouth water like I'm about to throw up. It's so damn good. Like, that shit is fucking amazing. I go there just for that.
It's awesome.
You're listening to the Coleslaw Podcast.
Yeah.
Where all we talk about is coleslaw.
That's gonna be the intro to this episode. It's just us talking about fucking coleslaw.
I love it.
It's good to alienate your crowd right away. That way they're not surprised by anything you do from then on.
It's true. Yeah. You gotta hit them with some random shit first.
Mhm.
I'm
All
a
right.
bit exhausted. I was on a show with my buddy and we were making balloon animals all night and I got all tuckered out by that.
Oh shit.
Making balloon animals.
Yeah, I got all kinds of goodies.
Let me see.
Well,
See.
this was supposed to be a parrot, but he ended up being more of a mask, you know.
Well,
I
I'm
got it
gonna-
upside down.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be straight with you. That doesn't look like a parrot at all.
But does it look like something that you would want to rock? Like, you know, maybe you're at a coleslaw dance party. and
Maybe.
the party's
have-
bumping, you start
I have
dancing.
seen quite a few balloons at a
I feel like
coleslaw party.
if you come out with that on for your entrance for the coleslaw wrestling, people would be down with that.
Oh, you best believe if I come out to wrestle some dude in coleslaw or chick or whatever, I'm going to have a ring entrance and a belt. You know, we're going to be
Oh.
wrestling for a belt.
all
Oh,
made out of
whatever.
balloon.
Okay, update.
Is it terrible?
It's not good.
Dude,
The pickled flavored vodka is not good.
I'll,
I
I'll give
just-
you a pro tip. If you ever get things in that size, they're never good.
It's true. That's very
that
true.
is true.
You
just
need them in this size, then you're good.
Mikey, I just sent him that not too long ago, and I picked myself up one. I've not tried it yet, but I also picked up last night. We did an episode with Whiskey Morgue, and so like I picked up a couple of different whiskeys, and I had a Wicked Pickle whiskey, and fuck, man, that thing hurt my penis. It was so nasty. It was gross, dude.
Yeah,
You
Taylor.
guys are great.
Taylor sent me over a care package. He sent me over Mikey, I don't know if you've seen the crossovers of the NECA crossovers of Universal and Ninja Turtles.
Oh, of course. You know, I'm a big turtle fan,
Yeah,
so I
me
try
too.
to pick up. I'm trying to not to buy toys, but I found myself picking up a couple.
Yeah, I just got back all my old turtle toys too, like the original ones. But
Cool.
I've been trying to collect the new NECA Universal Monster turtle toys. And Taylor was nice enough to send me over. They had Michelangelo as the mummy. So
John also found the other day. I found at Walmart the Bride of Frankenstein, which is
yeah,
or whatever.
April. It's
April.
April. Yeah, April O'Neil. And then they just came out with Casey Jones as Phantom of the Opera.
I seen
which-
that. I seen it wasn't there, but I did see that, and I seen the rat there
Yeah,
too.
Splinter. Yeah, it
So-
looks so dope, dude.
But there was only one, and Mikey, I'm sorry, we're
No,
you know.
go ahead.
But,
I could talk about turtles all night. I'm
Yeah,
in.
that's what I'm talking about.
Sign me
So,
up.
April O'Neil, there was only one of them, and I was like, you know what? I was like, I'll come back and grab that for him. And I went back like 2 days later, and it was fucking gone. So I was like, God damn it! So like I didn't realize there was so much of a like. I recently just started collecting Toonie Terrors. Like I think they're fucking adorable. You know, super
Yeah.
cute to look at. I'm just playing. They're cool.
No, it's okay to say they're cute. I think the art's amazing. I think I don't know the artists or a
I don't
band of
either.
artists, but I think their work is amazing. I look at it and I'm impressed. So, and I always love the marketing of certain products. So to me, that jumps out at me and makes me want to buy them all.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
that's
and the Toonie Terrors are like have that. They're like pretty simple. They have like that old school toy feel rather than like the, like
well,
even the Turtle Universal Monster ones are like kind of hardcore. You know what I mean? They're really detailed and they come with different
yeah,
heads and like, which is awesome. But like the Toonie Terrors are just like the very
they're
normal,
simple.
like very cartoon version, and then maybe they have a knife. You know what I mean? Or
That's
like
what I liked
whatever.
about them because they like whenever they first come out, I was like, man, these are fucking cool. But I've never been a toy collector. If that makes like I've always been a movie or a mask, and I've had toys, that people have gotten me for my birthday, and I'm just like, oh, thanks, and I regret fucking selling some of them. I had all the Rob Zombie ones, and dude, now looking at it on my eBay, like the ones that I had are like $300 to $400, and I'm like, fuck me in the ass. Like this
Yeah, it's
sucks dick because
tough.
I'll never be able to get those again. And but with the Toonie Terriers, I love Scooby Doo, and they're very Scooby
They
Doo, man.
are very
So
Scooby Doo. Yeah, they
I
really
really like
are.
that.
I would
I
love to
would love
see
a
a
show, launch a
yes.
show. I'm in.
Yeah, dude, that'd be cool to do like how NECA's doing the Turtle Universal to do Scooby Doo Universal, or like maybe Scooby Doo Hammer Horror or something. That'd be fucking
Mhm.
sweet.
Yeah.
Did they get a Wolfman yet for you?
Oh man, I need a Wolfman. I don't
Uh,
think they have the Splinter one might be a Wolfman, right? No?
I thought he was supposed to be like a hunter, like a vampire hunter,
Oh, maybe, yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
that
he
makes
was. I
sense.
think there was a shit
like
ton of
Van
those,
Helsing
John.
or something.
I
Oh
can grab
shit,
you one
that'd
of
be dope.
those.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't have any Wolfman toys, and I fucking love the Wolfman. I only got the original Universal mask. And then I have the NECA like Frankenstein, the original, and then obviously the two NECA turtle figures. But and then Toonie Terrors, I got quite a few of those. I mean, I got 7 or 8, I think. I don't have anywhere else to put them now. I'm kind of like running out of fucking room. Mikey,
dude,
you know how that is, Mikey.
I tell you
I
what to
do.
do. I
Go
tell you
ahead.
what to do with those Toonie Terriers because everybody I've ever seen has them posted like just pinned to their wall,
That's what I
because
have, yeah.
and like I was looking at that and I'm like I really don't like that. Like that's just I don't want to tack them on the wall. So I
Yeah.
found that pegboard thing and that it fucking rocks. But like I'm gonna outgrow that. So
Yeah.
at Walmart, they have a pegboard. It's like a metal pegboard. It's really cheap. It's like $30. It's really long too, and you can hang the pegboard up so it looks like something, behind it,
Right.
and then do your little hooks into it, and it'll look sexy. What is that?
Oh, I always try to explain this to people. It's something that's going on with me. I have like a I would say a mixture of mental illnesses, and lately I can't quit fidgeting. So when I start to fidget, I find if I hold something like, I kind of gives me something to hold on to. Otherwise, I raise the roof when guests or you're not a guest, you're the host, but when they're talking, or I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, and I try, and if I just hold something, I can sit still. So
That's
if
nice.
I'm gonna hold something, might as well make it something funny, like a unicorn.
Dude,
That
we got it.
that makes a lot of sense, man. Do you have ADHD or
Yeah, I have a super bad amongst a cocktail of other stuff.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
love a good cocktail.
I've got ADHD pretty bad too. Like it's hard for me to sit still. It's especially if I'm like not drinking. Like I'm sitting here holding this guy, like it's keeping me still. But if I'm not drinking, man, I'm all over the fucking place. Like I can't think, man. I really do have to take like medication for it.
Uh,
You pound those motherfuckers, don't
oh,
you?
that's why I keep these. A lot of times I just like holding them, like having something to hold in my hand.
So
But
Yeah,
is the trash can a cooler at all? Does it keep
that's
them
what I was.
cool?
it doesn't keep them cool. They're always lukewarm and gross and probably
Nice.
months old because I just
Awesome.
reach in there and you got to figure I filled this like a year ago. Uh, I'm sure they're all expired. I just keep dumping more in there.
Yeah, there's
Uh,
plenty of preservatives in them.
but
That's
What
that's why I
fine.
bring this so I can put some ice in it or whatever.
Yeah, good move. Good move.
what's your favorite flavor? Is it was that like raspberry or something?
Well, it's like a shit. I don't know. Let me look.
The blue's always good, man.
Berry blue, I guess it's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
So good.
So
So
your
good.
your setup behind you is
So
beautiful.
dope.
Well,
What
thank
is
you, man.
what is that? Is that a
Yeah.
That's
wallpaper?
yeah, it's like a photography background and a pool
Oh,
noodle.
It looks so real
dude.
though.
Yeah, it does.
Looks
But
great.
I didn't want a green screen because then I can't use the color green.
Right, right.
And I noticed nobody has the color green if they got a green screen because they'll be invisible.
Yeah.
So
True.
I don't want to be
True.
invisible in my videos. You know,
I feel
so
that.
I figure have a physical set. I'm a physical media guy. I need a physical set. I
Yeah, I
need
was gonna
shit
say
I can.
it's changed a lot, Mikey, since last time me and you spoke. You had the full on fucking, blockbuster video going on behind you.
Oh, I still have it in here.
Oh, you
It's just
do.
on the other wall over there.
Oh, you just switched it up. Nice.
I had two cameras so I could show people, but I'm having like last time I did a show, it like shorted out on me, and I was
Oh
like,
no.
well, I can't be freezing up in the middle of a show, so I guess we're
Yeah.
gonna
Right.
do one camera.
Right.
So what'd you do for that? Did you just like hook it up to your computer to where you can like switch it or something? Like was it
Uh,
on Zoom? How'd you do that?
well, on StreamYards, if you're like a paid member, you can hook up an extra camera, and it's so if you're in the same room, probably so you can have you and your guests have their own
Right.
camera. But I just used it to either film my dog while I'm doing my thing, or film my video store because people always say, "Where's your tapes?" If you're a tape guy, and so I would always show them like, "Look, here's my effing tapes. I'm literally swimming in them."
As
When
if
I
they don't as if
sleep,
they
they
don't
fall
believe
on
you,
me.
bro. As if they don't believe you. He's got
Like it,
plenty of tapes, believe me.
I mean, I was watching the video Dead before I even got on here. Like I've always got a tape
Cool.
in.
Yeah,
That's a
hell
good one.
yeah.
I like that one. I actually just got rid of that one not too long ago. Dude,
Boom.
it looks sexy too. Is it pretty clean looking?
Oh, that's just a protective sleeve. It slides on and off. I don't like locking my tapes up. I want to watch them, right?
Yeah.
So it's nice to get a nice, one of them little slip covers.
Oh, I
I
see what
think
you're
they're
talking
pretty
about.
cheap. And you just kind of
Yeah, yeah.
slide it over it, and it also
I've got all
makes
my
it look
signed
better.
ones. Yeah, it does. I've got all my signed ones in the sleeves. The rest of them, there's a few of them that I have that are like, I guess you would call them grails. I have in
Sure.
sleeves just simply because like I don't want to risk like mold or anything like that. I feel like it would help. I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm not a scientist, but I imagine not exposing your tape as much as possible would probably
help.
help, but I really don't know the answer to that.
Speaking of videos that you just said, what go ahead and tell everybody what do you make? What kind of content do you create?
I'm a VHS YouTuber. I used to want to do movies, but I learned that is not for me. I'm just going to make VHS YouTube videos until I die.
For the tapeworms.
For my tapeworms, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Man, I was gonna. Fuck. Here we go again.
There goes your ADHD, bro.
Oh, that's why I have a little notebook I keep in front of me in case I lose my train of thought.
I used to do that honestly, and then like we started doing so many of these, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna roll with it. Because John's like, I'll ask John like, do you have anything? He's like, nah, man, I'm just gonna let it roll with it. So I try to play cool, and I was like, I'm just gonna let it roll with it. So I'm constantly like,
Yeah. I like to let it
here's
roll.
this.
Well, if you get
Yeah.
locked up, I can do some silly stuff till you get your train of thought because I know how it goes, man. I run my own show. I'm on shows all the time, so I'm aware of
What kind of
sometimes
shows
your
are you on?
brain. I just if pretty. I've decided I wanted to be part of the live stream world. So instead, I did a show and I did not like it. I thought I did a terrible job. I felt very green, and despite the fact I'm normally a good guest, I was a terrible host. So I was determined to get on everybody's show that would possibly let me on. Like if someone said, "Will you let me on my show? My mom runs the camera." I was like, "Yes, I will get on your show because I want practice." So I just been trying to schedule as many shows as possible, and it's helped a lot. Like my last episode, I was really happy with. So,
Yeah. Good stuff.
What was your
I-
last episode?
I had Mondo Video on, who works for South Park. He has one of the best video stores. It sounds like it undercuts it to say it's in his basement. It's multiple rooms with secret passages, and each room is like a different theme. It is the
Wow.
most impressive. There's nobody made a better one. And
Did
it's hard to say that because I love everybody's home video stores, but
he walk you through it like MTV Cribs?
oh yeah, of course. We've been doing I've been doing VHS cribs, so I thought, hey, why don't I get my main guy on there?
That's cool.
Hell
That's
yeah,
cool.
that's awesome, dude.
I'm all about that crib life.
You are about that crib life. Yeah, Mikey had last time we talked. I mean, he sold a lot of his stuff in his apartment and in his house and fucking basically set it up as a store.
That's
Uh,
cool.
yeah, I mean, it's either furniture or tapes, and I chose tapes. And I always feel you should be surrounded by the things, and you have ADHD. If you see the things you want to do with your life in front of you, then you'll be reminded to do those things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
very
true.
true.
Right now, like I wanna floss more, so I have floss on my desk.
There you
So
go.
It's a good
every
idea.
little thing matters.
That's
So
so funny that you bring that up because that's a true thing, man. Like I really do. I have to set things out. So if and like even if it's on my phone, I have to put it as my wallpaper or I have to do something so I remember to do it. It's just that's the thing. It's fucked up. It hurts.
it can be embarrassing when you lock up, but I just try to power through it or do something silly for a second, and then it kind of gets me back on track.
Yeah,
Good.
we've been trying to like not script anything as much. Like having notes and stuff is cool, but like I've noticed like what we've been doing with Check the Candy is like less of an interview, more of a conversation. And it just seems to flow better. There's no real agenda, and you can just have a cool conversation about and wherever it takes you. It usually so far it's been taking us in cool directions with a bunch of filmmakers. We had He's Crafty on who does the DIY stuff
He
and
was great.
yeah, he was awesome. And people like you, Mike, you are just
Hey, yeah, see,
fan,
I'm
fan
raising the roof already.
yeah,
Hey, man,
exactly.
gotta
Fans
get
of
my horse.
movies and all that shit. Yeah, dude, I
Gotta
love it.
hold my horse.
I also
Well, once I
love the
steady
shirt.
myself, I'll be all right.
Love the shirt, Mikey. That's so
Well,
old school, bro.
yeah, I had to rock the old school stuff. I know. I love your new branding, by the way. I think Check the
Yeah.
Candy is like when I saw it, I was like, why didn't I think of that? That is genius. The colors look good. The logo, whoever your logo guy is, killed it. Like,
Yep.
love it. Love your design. I will be buying a shirt. I
Nice.
think, and I will rock it until it falls off me, or some big
Nice.
girl takes it and leaves with it.
Hey.
Yeah, we're gonna
If some big girl comes and takes it, we'll buy you another one, okay?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think if a girl comes over and she's giving you her time, and all she wants to do is steal your T-shirt, let her.
Yeah, plus it's
Let-
more marketing for us, man.
That's it right there.
She's walking around with a Check the Candy shirt on. That's cool.
It's
Yeah.
usually my hoodies that get jacked. I don't know what it is about I must smell good or something.
Love it.
I love hoodies, man. My wife definitely takes all my hoodies too, and it pisses me off because I'm like a huge hoodie person. And that's one thing I tell her. I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't want you sleeping in this because whenever you sleep, you toot, and it stings. I'm just playing. She's gonna fucking kill me.
She's gonna kill you if she listens to this, bro.
Oh, I've had a girl do that. I mean, it's just being a human, you know. I'm
Dude,
glad
it's
when they do
100% a
because
human.
then I don't have to hold them in anymore, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
you get a free
I love when
pass.
they break the seal like that.
Oh,
You know?
dude, 100%. My wife gets so pissed at me because I just let them fucking rip. I don't even give a shit. Just fucking done with it.
That's just the comfort of being with somebody. It's not a bad thing. I think it's great to be comfortable around somebody.
Yeah, it's better than being nervous, you know.
Look, I would settle down if I had the type of person that was that comfortable with me. If she was like, "Hey, Mike," and I'd be like, "What, honey?" And she'd put her legs up over her head and farted and spun around. I would know she was the one, you know. How you like those apples? You know.
That's fucking
Oh
priceless.
God, Mikey, you need a girl that's like, you know what I want? I want to live at a tape store. That's the girl you need. You'd be like,
I
hey,
actually
come over to
don't
my house.
I get company, but it's usually like, "Hey, I want to come here and watch a movie," and you know what that means. They don't really
Yeah.
want to watch street trash or anything.
And you're like, I want to fucking watch the movie, man.
Damn you, trying to steal my precious seed, woman! You're trying to steal it.
Oh, fucking
So
love
good.
it.
Yep.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Dude, Mikey, you've
Uh,
been making a lot more logos and stuff, huh? I see you've been coming out with I know you did animation and stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
But all the new logos I fucking love, dude. Like the blue tapes and like, in they're a little animated, like little animated GIFs and stuff. Like that's so cool, man. Coming up with a bunch of new
I could
shit.
probably rig this up to make them appear, but I wasn't ready for that. I can make them talk while I talk, sort of
Oh,
thing.
that's so sick, man.
yeah,
So
man.
you just have like certain programs that like software that allows you to do that?
Oh yeah, I got it. You just put in like 4 frames of animation, and it's pretty choppy, but it's it gets the point across. You just need a guy kind of moving around a little bit when you're talking.
Right.
That's
And
cool.
are you drawing those yourself and everything?
Oh, yeah. Well, I used to hire artists because I'm an artist and I'm like, hey, I want to support the community.
Right.
But I just didn't feel like my stuff, like I don't know. I feel like I want all my stuff to represent me. So I just drew them myself. And even though I'm not the best artist that ever walked this planet, it's kept me employed many, many years, and I'm happy with what I've been doing.
You did the art for Tapehead, right?
I did for the first one. I had nothing to do with the second one. Dusty Buns, he didn't quite get the budget he was going for. And one of those cuts is, I can't come down to Oklahoma and film with you. So I totally understood. And he got Drew Marvick in my place, which is a lot better. If I'm going to be replaced, I want replaced by someone cool like Uncle Drew. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
But so
Yeah.
like the whole comic book art thing, that's what you did, right?
Yes, that was mostly my contribution. I did write a couple of my dorky lines, like more of the pervy lines, and I mostly hung out in the green room and hung out with the makeup chicks the whole time. They were awesome.
There you go.
We no, it wasn't like that. It was more like I really connected with them. Like we became homies,
Oh,
and
okay.
I've been going on vacation with them and kicking it. And now one of them was my co-host. So
Oh, hell
Fuck
yeah.
yeah. That's
it's
awesome.
good times. Shelly Dog, if you're watching, what up?
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Um,
we're excited for the new one, man. He looks bigger and badder, you know what I mean? And we talked a lot about that with him. And we talked a lot about the first one as well. I know when I had you on the Home of Horror podcast, we talked to it hadn't come out yet and we were talking about it, but and that was kind of the beginning of Worm too. Like when I was telling you I was writing Worm, I think right around I just finished the script when when I had you on. And now it's on Trauma and shit, which is kind of cool.
Do you ever lose your mind? Like you turn into the Trauma channel and you're just like, there's my shit.
It is a little weird. It is definitely weird. Now I'm working on this new one and it's
it was weird when you got the paycheck, man.
yeah, I got the paycheck from Trauma and it was weird to see, New England Home of Horror on there.
Cool.
Even
Pretty
if you
awesome.
don't like go get rich off it, like just getting a check for your work sometimes just feels so freaking good, man.
Yeah, it's basically what it was. It was more of like, hey, if like you're a small business and you get that first sale, you put that dollar on the framed on the wall, you know what I mean? That's kind of how I treat it. I want to get a frame for that check and put it up in the studio here somewhere. But this next one is going to be bigger and badder, dude. I'm excited for you to see this one.
Well, I think, you learn, as you know, when you make a movie with your friends, you learn a lot. You learn what worked, what did not work,
Definitely.
what you need to cut out. And, like whether it's me or whatever, if you're not focusing on the vision of your movie and making it bigger and better, then you're screwing up. Right.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think Dustin delivered that. I from what he has sent me, I don't know anything about the plot, but I have seen a lot of the clips, a lot of the shorts, a lot of roughs without sound. And even without sound, I was like, holy shit, I think you got a legit fucking movie here.
Yeah, he was telling me the other day, he's just like, this is fucking badass. And I'm like, fuck, dude, like quit talking to me because like I want to see this so badly. I can't wait.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah, and
I'm sorry, go ahead.
he went harder with the costume and everything too. Like the mask is not that the original wasn't fucking awesome, but
Oh, sure.
this new one is fucking sweet, man. It looks like a character I think he can do more stories with too.
He's probably tired of it, but I think once
Probably.
he sees people's reactions and how
Yeah.
excited they are for his product, I think they will lose. I think this is going to turn a few heads, and I hope he releases it on VHS. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would
I'm
be.
sure he will. He should at least get someone to put it, someone like Taylor to get a few copies made anyway for people who do want them.
I was supposed to get the first movie on VHS, but I kind of screwed up the whole deal. I went through the wrong company, and man, it took a year, and I never got any tapes. And I'm like, what is going on? So
What?
I ended my time with that company. I should have ended it earlier, but I just like, oh, it'll come. I don't want to be a bother. It'll come. I don't want to be a bother. It never
Yeah.
came.
That sucks, man. I hate to hear that.
Did
I
you
did.
order like a few different copies or was it just one?
No, I ordered, they were supposed to distribute it and sell
Oh,
multiple
wow.
copies. And I wanted them to do the distribution because I knew I wouldn't be responsible to mail all that shit out.
Right.
So I was like, oh, yeah, you guys can take a cut and whatever, and I just screwed up the whole deal by choosing the wrong company. But that will not happen again if I got to do it myself.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't sound like your fault. It sounds like that company kind of.
I mean, I paid right away, and I did all the pan and scan myself, and I did the cover myself. So you literally just have to do your part then. Like you have no production, all the production's done. And I did 2 editions. I recorded a special intro for each one. One of them was like making fun of people for spending too much money on the special edition. You know, like, what are you, dumb? You could be out buying chicks with this or something, you know? But I'll probably release those, you know, so people can check them out. But a lot of the language, I was like, I'm on a tape. I don't have to watch what I say. I'm not on YouTube.
Right.
So
right.
I went really hard on those intros. So I'm really sad that no one ever saw them.
Yeah, that does stink.
We have to watch what we have to say on YouTube.
Oh yeah, they got a new CEO, and they kind of
they're
kind of clapping everybody's cheeks. You won't know it. You'll just get shadow banned, and you'll get like 37 views on a video that you know is way better than 37 views.
Oh
Right.
wow!
You know?
So like what? Like penis? I can't say penis, or is it?
Well, you could probably say clinical terms like penis, but probably could avoid the F-bombs. I think there's a time limit. Like if you wait a certain amount of time, then you can drop the hard Fs.
Right.
Gosh.
Yeah, the algorithm probably picks it up kind of soon.
Yeah.
Well, that's awful.
Yeah, we do that
terrible.
all the time. But we're not going to change how our show is, man. I don't want to.
No, fuck that.
You know,
Hey,
you definitely
keep it real. Do what you got to do, man.
Yeah, you definitely want more views. I think it's the you know the opportunity to grow and have more fans and more viewers is and a bigger audience is what you want to do. But definitely not going to change how we run the show, you know, because I think we're dropping F-bombs left and right.
Yeah, I cuss quite a bit.
I was trying to behave for you guys.
No,
dude, don't worry about that crap.
No,
like I try to let everybody know like the best that I can. Like, hey, I don't think I did this with you, Mikey, because I just automatically thought that you were fucking cool. So
thank you, man. Thank you.
Like, I like try
it's because I said he was cool. We're gonna have Mikey. We're gonna have Mikey on, and it's gonna be fun. Don't worry.
Yeah. So like, I try to let everybody know, like, hey, you know, like this is not like your typical. We're not gonna be sitting here asking you questions. Like, well, if we think of them, yeah, we'll ask them. But like most of the time, it's just talking. You know, it's just hanging out. So.
Sometimes the host they'll ask you something and you're just like when you were younger and you were looking over a moon and reflecting on your life, it'll be really deep and I'm like, whoa, where'd that come from, you know?
Yeah. And it can work sometimes, but sometimes people get a little too intricate with it and then you're like, oh, that sounded like 4 questions in one. Where do I start?
or the questioning won't be working out for them. Like I'm like, they'll be like, how did you feel about, say, a movie I haven't seen? I for some reason, haven't seen Exorcist 3. I don't know why. I've never seen it.
It's a great one.
I know, and everyone says it's awesome. But he kept asking me Exorcist 3 questions, and I'm like, well, I've never seen it, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I can lie and fake the funk, but I don't lie about shit I didn't see. If I didn't see it, I want to see it, but I haven't seen it.
But quit asking me questions about it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, bro. I'm sure it's awesome, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty good.
It is good. I like it. I like it. It was strange to me because I'm not a big fan of the first one, but I do like the third one quite a bit. And I've never seen the second one. So
I saw the first one when I was 6, so like I was scared to death.
Yeah, I love that movie. That's my favorite movie of all time.
I like the first one.
Second one's not too good.
I think the first one's just slow, and the third one's slow too. But I feel like
the third one is slow.
It's just fun though. Like
it is fun. It has like one of the better like jump scenes in like horror, I think, as well.
Yeah,
but definitely should check it out, Mikey.
Yeah, really I'm not against watching it. It was just ironic. It kept hounding me about it.
So how do you feel about the third one?
Yeah. Well,
let me.
I found the intricate sunrise of Act 3 to be overwhelming.
Good. How do you feel about the moon and walking in it and shit like that?
When I was sunning my butthole outside with the moonlight, thanks. The light would hit my balls and glisten in a certain way. And that's how I felt about Exorcist 3. You're
gonna get a shadow bed now because you said butthole and balls in the same fucking sentence.
You gave me the ball pass.
We did give him the go ahead.
Yeah, I started talking about penises way before you even got on.
You can start talking about penises and I'm in, man.
God, we're such children.
So we
Like
so
women watch this, they're just like these fucking idiots.
yeah, definitely a heavy guy audience.
Yeah, it might surprise you sometimes. I bet there's a chick watching right now laughing her ass off, you know. She just
That'd be
maybe
nice.
not post as much because maybe the guy's bug her or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
That
Could
is
happen.
true.
So we got to Mikey, we might have to commission you for some
Yeah.
for
what I'm thinking.
some animation shit, dude.
Here's what I tell everybody, and I will say I will do it, and I'll mean to do it, but my ADHD will not make it happen. Like I'll be all into it. I'll probably even work on it and send you dailies. And then I'm going to be like, on to the next thing. I'm gonna be like, dude, have you guys been following all this stuff on the Dacian War during the classical period? Because I'll get into history or something that week.
That's what's called hyper focus.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
You
Last
and I
week,
both go through that shit.
I
That's
got
true.
into like classical era armors like a couple months ago, and it's all I wanted to learn about. Like I was just like I
You're
was
just
trying to
into
find
it.
VHS tapes on it because I wanted to talk about it with my audience and alienate them probably because
Right.
I was clearly having an episode of some sort. You know?
Yep. That's a thing, dude. It fucking sucks. I could talk about this forever just because you and I both go, and I love that you're that way too because you fucking understand it. Like John's definitely not. Like he's super like I don't know.
Sexy. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's just touch hands with me.
Yeah. Wait. Oh yeah. This way. Wait. This way.
Wait. I'm gonna work in here too. We're having a moment.
Wait, can we do this?
Are we gonna
Wait,
sun our
can I do it with
buttholes?
this? Wait. Can we?
There we go.
Can we slap
Slap
hands?
hands. Slap hands.
I'm gonna put my legs over my head and sun my butthole on camera.
Stop saying butthole. We're gonna get shadow banned.
We're shadow
What about
banned now for sure.
Booty shaft.
Ooh, booty shaft.
I like that. That's a good band name. New band name. I call it.
I was rapping a song about your show to kind of like check my mic earlier, and it
Ooh.
got stuck in my head.
Do it.
All right, let's see if we can lay down this bar.
Oh, let's hear it, dude.
All
Acapella,
right.
baby.
I'm a dandy. Somebody check the candy. My dick's getting kind of randy. I don't know.
There we
Oh,
go.
I like it. I like it.
I don't know where that part came from. I thought we were cleaning up the show, you know.
I
Dude,
like the
I like
reverb
that.
on it.
Yeah, I like the echo, man. It's fucking awesome.
That was lit.
We should get you to just come on and do. I don't know. Go ahead,
Do a
John.
Do a segment.
Yeah, like I want like a lot of you. I want your face all over everything.
Hey, that's what I tried to do. I think people see me too much. They're going to get sick of me being on everybody's shows.
I love it. That's what we need.
That's a good problem to have if you're on too many things, you know.
Yeah, we need more bridges to cross, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll hang out with anybody, even people I don't agree with. Like, let's have a conversation. Let's sit down. Let's chat. You know.
What do you not agree with? I want to not agree with you on something.
Oh well, I'm not into sealed tapes. I open my shit up. But listen, I don't care how people collect their tapes. So if they want to put all their sealed tapes on their wall and look at them, whatever, it makes you happy, right?
You want to watch them,
but I want to watch those dudes. So my workaround is I put the sleeves on them, so then they're still protected, and I can watch them when I want. So I think they might want to look at that. And another thing they're not considering is when you die, your whole family is going to just throw all your shit away.
My wife and I were just talking about this. That's so funny.
And
go ahead.
I've told my mom to because I'm not married. I don't have kids. When I die, I'll probably die alone. And I told my mom, if you're around, open my doors and let tape heads in here to grab whatever they want.
Nice.
You know, all free of charge. No, you know, give
Do
them
like
some
a free yard sale.
Yeah, give them my trash can of Kool-Aid and give them all a beverage and a tape. You know.
Just hand everybody a cardboard box at the beginning of the door
fill it up
at the door.
My thing is with seal tapes. I like seal tapes if I own the movie already. If that makes sense.
Like a duplicate.
Like Twister. I fucking adore that movie so much, and I actually found a sealed copy of Twister, and I was like, "This is it." Because it's one of my favorite movies, and now I have it to where I can watch it. I have it on DVD, Blu-ray, and I think I have it on Blu-ray. I'm not entirely sure. But and now I have a sealed copy that I can display on my stand. The one that I want to look at. The other one is in there with the rest of them that are all set up. So that's my thing on sealed tapes.
I have sealed tapes. I have a sealed Highway to Hell right here, but I already have another copy of this movie, and I own it, like you said, on DVD. So if I want to watch Highway to Hell, I have multiple ways of watching it, and this is a screener.
I was about to say it's a screener.
I'm gonna get text down at the bottom, so this isn't the one I'm gonna want to watch anyways. But
screeners, for some reason, people fucking pay those. Like they're like, oh, I want the screener version. And I'm like, why? Like I don't understand that. Like I have a couple of screeners that like I've just found, but I like the movie, and I've not gotten rid of them because I have not found that movie again on VHS. If that makes sense, But if it were me, I'm not going to keep screeners.
I keep them because I have a nostalgic memories of screeners. Like when I'd go to my buddy's video store, he'd be like, "I'm not supposed to give you these, but here's this movie that's coming out in a couple of weeks." And we'd take them home and be like, "Yeah, baby," even with the text down, So it might be the only way we were going to see that movie because we were broke. Your kids.
Yeah.
You if you watch a movie, it's because you kept your lunch money or you stole something.
True.
We were always stealing tapes and trading them out and shit.
That's how I had with The Exorcist, man. I had The Exorcist from Hollywood Video for like 3 years. And I just like
Exorcist 3, everybody's favorite movie.
Exorcist 3 years. Yeah. I had it for so long, and I had my Hollywood Video was cool. It was like I'd go rent other movies and they'd be like, "Oh, you still have The Exorcist? Like you gotta at least pay $5 on the late fee." And I'd be like, "All right." But then it got to the point where I had it for so long, and then stores started to go out of business, and then all my late fees went away. I was like, "Oh fuck, that's crazy." At the time, I was like, "This is awesome," but then I was like, "Oh, they're probably going out of business because of fucking assholes like me who don't pay their late fees."
well, DVD come around and just kind of fucked everything. I feel like, but I think like Redbox as well. But I was born in the early 2000s, so like I don't remember that stuff at all. Like I don't remember. Like I remember my parents talking about the VHS stores and stuff like that, but like I never went to one.
Yeah, Taylor's only 19. He's gone down a rough path just by looking at him for
fuck no.
19. But
I tried to. I'm 30. How old are we, John?
Oh, you're a young lad.
He's 30. Sure. He's my age. He's 33.
You don't have to out. I didn't even out you.
No, I'm 30. I'm 33.
I left my smoke on. Now I'm getting all smoked out in here.
You are getting smoked out. I was like, "Ooh, it's getting a little foggy in
Looks
there."
Cool, dude. Like
Mikey's token up or something.
I'm about to go get a whole I'm gonna get a different brick wall than you, and I'm also gonna get a different trash can. I'm gonna get one of those plastic ones.
I also want to get the fog machine, and I want to like legit have it be way too much. Like so,
I've had it happen.
I could just hit it and it just fills up.
You're like brushing it out of the way. To
the point where you just can't see me, and you're like, "What is this guy doing?" And then I'm like, "Ooh."
It's a hot day today, so I have my central air kicking. So, but if I don't have my central air on, it will just.
Where you living now?
See me. I live in Oklahoma right now.
Okay, so you got a lot of tornadoes and shit out that way, right?
Oh yeah, it's terrible. Dust storms, and I moved here when I had nothing in the world. I lost everything. I lost my girl. I lost my job. I lost my career, and I moved here in shame. And I rebuilt my life and became, the only graphic designer in a 4-hour radius, and I built my life back up. And then I quit graphic design to do YouTube.
So you're doing YouTube strictly?
Yes, I am now. I started a year ago, like quit my job, which was a well-paying, nice job, very cushy, very comfortable. I quit my job because I knew, look, you only got one shot at your dreams. And it was Dustin that talked me into it. He's like, he wanted me to work on his cartoon, so I understand. But it was the talk he gave me that really I took it to heart. He's like, "Mike, you're just wasting your life there, making other people's dreams happen." He gave me the talk, and I listened, and I quit my job in a month. I trained a new girl, and I left. And it was very hard because I loved my team. I loved everybody I worked with. I loved my clients. But I knew I was heading in the right direction, and it was going to be a little scary, and I was going to have hard times. And I'm not even monetized yet. I'm just doing this on pure, let's try this, and if it works, awesome. If it don't, then I can draw shit again, right? People ask me for shit all the time. You're like, hey, then I just start charging again,
Yeah,
I
I
commend
mean,
that.
fuck,
I commend that.
we
That's
just asked
scary.
you, so
Yeah.
That's
Well,
that's
if I needed the money, I would be a little more incentivized.
yeah. You'd be
you
like,
know,
hell yeah.
a lot of people don't have that bravery though. Like that's a huge step to take in one's life that like like I would never. I wouldn't. I couldn't. Like it's just something that like I could not do. And I really do commend you on that because that's so nerve-wracking. For one, my anxiety would go through the fucking roof. I don't know what I would do.
I'm scared to
Like
death all the time.
yeah, it's terrifying. I can only imagine, man.
Well,
So like what
it's even a big leap, like from what we're doing. Like we work full-time jobs, and then basically when we're not working, we're doing this. We're editing, we're promoting, we're doing all this shit, and it's basically a full-time job. Like so, it's day and night is work. You know what I
Yeah, it's a
mean? But
second
like,
job. You got to treat it like a job, or you're going to fail.
that's
yeah,
exactly
exactly.
right.
But
Exactly right.
I think you got a good start. You got excellent branding, excellent hosts. Like I'm not just saying that because I'm here. I
Right.
think you guys have a lot of personality. You stand out in the space, and that's important. And I think you really have something with this. Just keep running.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, dude, we
that's what we've been
appreciate that. That's
telling.
very kind.
That
That's
is
good words.
kind of you to say to Mikey for
Yeah,
sure.
it's good
Well,
words
thank
to
you.
hear, because we do put a lot of work into this, and it's it's rewarding to hear somebody like you say something like that. So that's nice. I appreciate it.
Well, hopefully you can keep this pony going, son. Come hang out with you guys when you're all big and famous.
Yeah, hopefully.
Shit, man, we're looking to get there, but like it's we enjoy the ride. It's not
Yeah.
so much we want to get famous. We like fucking hanging out with people and talking about buttholes and and penises and sun tanning our buttholes. So like,
And movies occasionally.
yeah, yeah. I guess we talk about
I
movies.
I always feel bad because I'm a VHS guy and I get on people's show and I'm making balloon animals, I'm sunning buttholes, and I never get around to talking about tapes.
I love it.
Dude,
I love
I'm a
the
VHS guy too, man. Like
yeah.
that's what I like to do. But like I truly enjoy just fucking shitting ass off.
Well, sure. Well, there's more to life than just tapes, and it's hard for me to say that, but tapes are just part of my personality, or many personalities, I guess. So, yeah, I've every day, like I said, every day I have a new hobby, so that's always entertaining to see what I'm going to get into tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I just embrace it. I used to hate that when it happened, when my brain would shit out like that and decide I want to learn about classical soldier armor or whatever, or armor in the Old West. I didn't know that was a thing, but now I know. Um, uh, I just run with it, ride that pony until it's gone, and then go back to what you've been doing.
You end up knowing so much. Do you ever, John? I don't mean to cut you off, but
No,
do you
you're
ever
good.
like you get in those slumps, man? And when you're in those slumps, you're fucking in there. Like it's
Oh,
hard. It's hard to bring you out of that shit. And like because if I don't have something I'm doing or creating, I'm fucking dead, dude. Like it's awful.
Yeah.
It's the worst feeling in the world. And
You feel like you're not doing enough.
yeah, man. It's just like and I'm like mentally like I don't speak.
Yeah.
I don't
That you feel like a hole just starts to like get bigger and bigger and bigger. I get that like if I'm not editing an episode, you know what I mean? Like I'm like we got 3 episodes that I'm trying to edit right now. Like I just got done editing one, just uploaded it, and then came on to do this. So it feels good. But like there's times where like last week I didn't work on anything because I've had some like personal issues going on. And then it was like add that onto it. You know what I mean? It's like now I feel like
sure.
I'm not fucking doing my shit that I'm supposed to be doing that makes me happy.
Well, if you're having personal issues, talk about them on the show. People
Yeah,
love getting to know you. And you think, oh,
absolutely.
I don't want to share my personal life with people. I tell people, hey, I've been depressed for a year. What have you been doing? I ain't seen many videos. I've been depressed. I've been
Yeah.
horribly depressed. If I'm not creating, I'm dying.
Yeah.
And like what you said, never stop moving, never stop creating, or you're killing yourself every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
a lot of people don't understand that. Like it's not that we, we're trying to do this, like we're not, we don't, like I said, we're not wanting to get big and famous. We enjoy the ride because for one, it's a mental fucking health thing to us. Like
Absolutely.
it truly fucking brings us out of our shell, helps us be better people, better fathers, better husbands, like all this other shit, just it tags down the line, and it's nice to be able to do something that you truly love to do. We don't make any fucking money. We're not wanting to make any money from this. We just
Yeah.
want to hang out with people,
Oh, just push that merch, man. There's no harm in staying afloat. There's no harm in making money to keep your lights on for your families and the people that rely on you. So, if you got to do a commercial in the middle of the show off a shirt or whatever, that's fine. It's just
Yeah.
the only time you're ever selling out is when you're not being true to yourself. And I feel you guys are definitely true to yourselves. So if
Definitely.
you were like, hey, check out my new shirt, I would probably get out my wallet and buy it,
Right.
Yeah, so like I was want to talk to you about. I want one of your shirts because he was like, I got the VHS. I was like, I don't have one. Like, I want one. Like,
Me and
I
Mikey,
discontinued my
traded.
store a little bit ago. What's that?
Really?
yeah. Where do we get? You tell everybody here that's watching. Where do we get those? How do we
Well,
get VHS
I
Mikey shirts?
discontinued my store because I thought I should focus on making content and building fans around that and building a community and getting to know everybody. And then, then we could talk about, I have a company now. I have people that rely on me in my company, and then I'll talk about getting them paid, and the only way to get them paid is to sell merch.
Yeah.
And I want my company to be equal, like from the janitor to me are all getting the same money. So if I make $100,000, my janitor is going to make $100,000. And I bet you them bathrooms are fucking clean.
Oh, yeah.
True. Very
Cleanest.
true. Cleanest bathrooms
Cleanest.
ever, dude.
I love a clean bathroom, like a 7-Eleven. You go in there and
Definitely.
it's not a clean bathroom in a
Yeah.
7-Eleven. But you
Makes
go
you
into
put-
like a Bucky's, and that like I feel like I'm shitting like a king. Like it's beautiful.
You bring a magazine in there, you're really making yourself at home.
Dude, I was actually filming. I was sending it to John. I was like, dude, look at this goddamn bathroom. It is beautiful. And like everybody in there was like, yo, bro, stop filming. And I'm like, but look.
Mikey, when you get bathrooms, I mean, you gotta have tapes playing in there, right? I mean,
Oh man, I'll have the stall, and then there'll be a CRT playing something awful, I'm sure.
Why don't we go cheaper? Why don't we just put up like a sound system to where it's like you can hear the movie play,
Ooh.
and you constantly got like the best scenes from every movie playing.
Or you make it really creepy, and when someone goes in there to take a shit, the lights kind of dim down, and then
like it's
Mikey,
a horror seat.
Yeah, and then Mikey walks in with the AV cart. Just hear him wheel it in, and then you hear the snowy TV, and then you hear the VCR or the VHS enter, and fucking ding. All right, now you get your
can't
movie.
see it, but I got my AV card right here.
Hell yeah, I remember you having that last time, dude. It's sick. I know you were a big AV guy. I know you didn't. I don't think you were in AV club, but you wanted to be in AV club.
I did. I thought those kids were the coolest people in the planet, and I wanted to be them.
What's AV?
It's the kids at school that basically a bunch of nerdy kids, and when you watched a movie in class, they were the ones that went and brought your TV to your class.
Yeah.
They had like the cart, or they did the projector, or like all that stuff.
They rolled that TV in there with the VHS player and the TV at the top that was strapped to it. Is that what you're talking about?
And they were taking risks, dude, because like that's kind of nerve-wracking. Wheeling the car
they did other
with
stuff
50
too,
people. Well, they would like, film the sports games.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff, but like kind of nerve-wracking. You got to wheel the card in, and you got to put the tape in, and you got to set everything up in front of everybody, and then sometimes it wouldn't work. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, that's fucking pretty nerve-wracking. Those kids were stepping out of their shell early.
I feel like they're the future filmmakers of America. Like, I bet a lot of people you see, like gaffers and shit like that, I bet they had their start in the AV club.
Yeah, I bet it's kind of crazy now since everything's like digital. You know what I mean? I bet it's like pretty technical now.
I wonder if it's even needed anymore. They probably just pipe that into the classroom from the principal's office nowadays,
Yeah.
Well, these principals, they don't know this shit, so they're relying on like all these kids to do this, though, right? Still.
Oh, I have no idea. I've been out of the school system for some time.
I feel like it's just those awesome projectors now, and then you probably pop into USB or something. You know what I mean? Like.
Maybe I don't know.
I don't think they're wheeling in carts.
I don't feel like the teachers aren't like, no, they're not doing that at all. But I don't feel like that. Like my sister-in-law's a teacher, and she doesn't know how to fucking work anything. Like like when it comes to something like that. So she would have to have a kid tell her this is how you do it. Because like my oldest daughter, man, she like shows me shit, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Like I didn't know this was a thing.
I went and spoke at a school. It was like a technical school. The kids wanted to talk to somebody in the industry. And man, they had the coolest shit in there. They had like a real film. They had their own sets. They had a film room. This is like the future of AV club, these kids are learning digital skills, Photoshop, all the Adobe shit, but
Yeah.
they were also learning filmmaking and stuff. And honestly, they knew a lot more than I did. So I thought they were pretty cool kids, and they all sent me a thank you card afterwards. And I love
Oh,
that.
that's cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably all HDMI now. You know, if you're gonna watch something in class, you plug in the HDMI to a MacBook or something and
Do you have
project it
any
onto the
kids?
wall.
Whenever
What's
you
that?
got there, did you have any kids that were like into? Did you like bring up the VHS thing? They did what you were talking about.
No, I dressed like an adult when I went in there. Because I thought, I didn't know what I was walking into. If I would have known it was cool, nerdy kids, I would have been wearing like Ninja Turtle shirt or something, or some kind of VHS shirt. But these were, I don't know. I didn't know what I was walking into, so I dressed kind of fancy,
Right.
Cool.
Any chance to wear a tie though?
I don't know how to tie one. Do you know how to tie one?
I do. I think it's very important to know how to tie a tie, for a lot of different reasons, which I won't get into all of them, but they're always handy.
Oh, are you talking about the bedroom?
Yeah, the bedroom. Everyone loves someone that can tie a tie.
True. That's
No,
very true.
I've never. I always had clip-ons, man. Even when I got married, my wife just ripped that thing off of me, and she was like, "You're married now," and like,
I feel
but it
like
was
the
cute. It
clip-on's
was
always
cute
too.
because
I feel like the clip-on's always too small.
Well,
yeah, they're
just
way too
imagine how
small. But
excited
you
she
you
would
wear a
be.
vest. You wear a
Yeah,
vest to cover up.
true. Yeah, it's just for this area right here.
Yeah, that's all. That's all you need to see, man.
Yeah, someone gets pissed at you and tries to grab you by the tie, it just pulls up.
And then you're like, "What, motherfucker?"
And in the movies,
You
it's
know-
always like in the movies they add like the sound. It's always like boink.
I mean, sometimes gals will grab you by your tie a little bit, like, hey,
Yeah,
come
that's
on
what's
over
nice
here,
about
give me a
having
kiss.
Yeah.
that's what's nice about
Yeah.
having the real tie, right? Like, hey,
I
but if you
feel
got
like
the
that's
you got the
100%
clip on,
movies, though.
yeah,
Like,
boink.
I don't think that's a thing, Like, maybe that's a thing in like New York with all these fucking people that are like walking around in like suits and shit, and like the girl at the bar is like pulling them closer. I don't think that's a real thing. And if anybody ever were to pull me closer and I was wearing a tie, they wouldn't. They would just pull that thing and probably fall back.
And it would be the sound, the movie sound effect would come in. That'd be
Well,
so
that just
good.
saved you.
Kadoink,
That just saved you
boink.
18 years of child support. You escaped.
Yeah, true.
Definitely.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
They just pull it off. You're like, I'm really sorry.
I'm super embarrassed now. You're not going to go home with me now, are you?
I'm really embarrassed.
Can I buy you another drink?
I didn't really know anybody. I didn't weigh out the actual percentage that someone was gonna grab me by the time.
Did not think this was going to happen.
Like this was fucking Fatal
You'd be
Attraction or
surprised who
something.
wants to, grab you and pull you a little closer.
It's true. It's true.
It's mainly old men. They get pissed at me because I'm just like, why do you
Maybe
look
it's
like
the
that?
tie. Maybe it's the tie that makes it happen. Girls see a tie
I don't
and they're
know,
like, oh
man.
yeah, I want to grab the tie.
Well, I'm a silver fox, and the tie, I think the combo is too much to deal with. They're like,
Yeah,
look,
it is.
I'm not normally into this, but the silver hair and the tie,
Sexy.
I have no choice but to do sexy time.
You're
Right,
just like
right.
a fucking sex symbol walking around. It's
Right.
nice. It's like Prince, dude. Just
A
like
tie
or
is like having
beautiful.
your penis on your shirt. So you want your penis to be awesome.
yeah,
You
you
want
want
it
a
to be-
big one. You want a
want it to
big
be
one with a lot of
big tie.
patterns.
Yeah.
I don't even know where we're going with this.
All right,
I love
back to coleslaw.
Yeah, there we go.
I was just say I thought I brought my Silver Fox's VHS, but I did not.
Oh no.
So is your hair actually white or is it blonde? I thought it was blonde.
Oh no, my hair's been white since I was 19 years old, which
Mhm.
was terrifyingly embarrassing. You're 19 years old, and I had these Reed Richards like white sides. And people go, "What happened with that? Why are you growing white?" Because I had a really fresh face, and I'd be like, "I saw a ghost," and I'd be serious about it. And before they could even say anything, you just kind of walk away and let them soak that up.
They're like, man, that guy was crazy.
I
don't know, I
had an
guess he saw a
accident when I was a
ghost.
kid, so I think that contributed to it.
Oh, really?
You did what?
I fell off a building,
Really?
like
No
3
way.
stories off a building as a child.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
What'd you hurt? Like everything?
His
My
hair.
body landed in the grass, and my probably the hair cushioned it a little bit because it's kind of springy.
It's
But
very
my head
thick,
hit
dude.
concrete and shattered my jaw and all that other stuff. And
Holy
Shit,
shit.
son.
it was weird. I had to relearn how to talk and all that good stuff.
What how old are you?
Oh, like I don't know, 5 or 6, where you're just starting to talk and getting around
Wow.
and being a chatterbox. You know,
Fuck? What were you doing outside of a window or whatever?
my mom was doing laundry. We were in these busted ass cheap apartments, and my mom was doing laundry, being a single mom like they do. And you turn around for 3 seconds and
Oh,
your baby's
seriously.
outside,
It's crazy. It's so
and I
true.
leaned against a rail and it broke.
God,
And
you're like Bran, dude. You were always so sure-footed, but you fucking you ever watch Game of
shit
Thrones?
happens quick. Yeah, I do. I love Game of Thrones. Bran's awesome.
No one pushed you, and you're not in a wheelchair, but now you have silver hair.
Well,
So
I do got a walker. Sometimes my body decides it doesn't want to walk, and I don't know why it does that.
it's your ADHD,
I
guarantee it.
don't know. I just wake up and I'm like, why can't I get to the bathroom? What is going on? I can't walk.
You were like, oh yeah, that fell off that fucking building.
So sometimes if
probably
you
what it
see a
is.
walker in the background, it's not a prop. I was using it.
Wow.
Damn, son.
Interesting story. That's crazy.
Yeah, so you think that's what turned
So do you think,
your-
do you think it like messed up like pigmentation in
I
your
think that and a very interesting life was a nice cocktail to make everything happen with me.
yeah.
Well, that's,
I
I mean,
embrace
like,
it, you know?
yeah, like looking at
Absolutely.
it now, like that's like I would kill to have fucking hair for one. That's why I wear everything. I'm like what's that
I
dude
got
from
hair.
Poison? What's that guy from Poison? Brett Michaels. I'm
Oh,
like
yeah.
him, dude. I don't have fucking shit underneath there.
Well,
I'm just
you're a man. Men often don't, and they usually get a strong beard game. And your beard game, I
Strong.
wish my beard grew like yours. I have to really. I'm like putting oil in mine. I'm combing it all the time.
it's
trying to
not
get it
what you,
perfect.
it looks
I can't
better
get
on
it going.
camera, but it's not what you think. And but my pube game is on fucking point.
A full bush, man.
Have to shave that. I'm like 70s all the time, like within
Just
a week.
just grows back quick, huh? We
You
gotta
got to
push you.
give
We gotta
something for the ladies to grip onto. You
Yeah.
know?
Dude, that's a thing. I always went through that. I'm just like, I want them to have that, but every time they looked at it, they couldn't find my penis. And I was just so upset. I was so
Well, you had a
upset.
mound. I mean, your cock's massive, but like you had a mound of hair. I mean, they had. It's not your fault, man.
It was the hair. I always told him, I was like, it's the hair. Let me shave it down and I will show you that my penis is a good size. And neither of those were true statements.
It's a grower, not a shower. You're like, "Whoa," just keep coming.
This is a wild conversation, people.
Oh God.
Well, we went off the rails. I'm sorry for anyone listening for their first time. I'm a VHS guy. My name's VHS Mikey. I normally talk about VHS, and today we're doing penis.
It's true.
Yeah, sorry people. We do like talking about so let's get on something else.
Yeah.
Well, I
move on.
do like the conversation because we are learning how Mikey became Mikey because
Yeah.
you are who you are and that's all that you
Yeah.
are, right? Like
You should always embrace your quirks.
Do
for sure.
you think the fall fucked up your brain at all?
I
Like-
do. Because I think about my childhood, and I was very different from everybody. Like
Yeah.
I was into different things. I played by myself. I didn't talk to kids. I just at recess I sat and I played with dinosaurs and shit, or Transformers or whatever. I didn't play with other kids unless it was kickball because I love destroying them. It's my chance to get revenge for the day. Yeah, you call me headphones, but today Daddy's gonna spank you in dodgeball.
Love it.
So they called you headphones? What was that?
Yeah, I like to. Loud noises sometimes annoy me, and kids are really annoying, and I was annoyed by them even as a kid. So sometimes I would put on some headphones to listen to like Suicidal Tendencies or Beastie Boys or whatever
Beastie
a young kid
Boys.
listens to, and I was like all in, my thoughts rocking all the time.
Yeah,
and
funky monkey.
That era of music.
Yeah, nice.
A lot of break dancing.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm 45.
You're fucking 45? No way.
100%. I fuck around a lot, but I try to be honest, and I'm 45.
You're 45. You look great.
Well,
Like
thank you,
100%.
man.
I look older than you. That's why I wear glasses, man.
Well, I used to wear glasses, but it was because I was shy. I wore my one lens glass all the time.
Yeah. I actually remember me doing a picture. Like it's been like 2 or 3 years ago, and
I probably have it. I save all those.
I had one because I like admired you, dude. I was like, I fucking love that,
Thank
but
you,
no,
man.
I wear glasses and I tell everybody I got stabbed in the fucking eye, so I don't like the way my eyes look. They look fucked up, and I always wear a hat because I'm bald. Like we're just gonna tell him my dick's small, like I got fat feet.
Yeah, but this dude can eat pussy like no man. Like that's why he's married and locked down.
Fucking business, man.
This
Like,
guy,
One door
he's like the
closes, the other
Joker,
one
you know?
opens, man. That's how
Like,
I don't know how I
how
got these scars. You know?
eating too much pussy.
Hey, we all got our shit,
All
and
right, I'm
we're
not
all
trying to make your
into.
show off the rails here.
Dude,
Well,
I
we
love
all
it.
got our shit, and it's all the reason we are who we are. I mean, it's
Yeah.
probably all why we like horror movies and just movies in general, and like creating shit and
You
making
said something.
movies and making videos and all that shit.
You said something in tape head. You're not blind, are you?
No, I see fine. I just I wore those glasses because I was shy on camera, and it
Okay.
became a gimmick.
It
I wore
did. It
them
was like
because the Easy E wore them.
yeah, Easy E, yeah. I remember that story. Easy E
And
had
there's
the
a lot of
long
other
hair.
people that wear them too. I just
Tell
no
me.
longer wear them anymore. There it was because of a comment somebody put, and I actually listen to my haters. If I have like, you think I would listen to just my fans, but your hater is a pure person. They hate you for a reason. And if
Yeah.
they're saying something to you that might you fucking and you'll get mad at these fuckers too.
Right.
But if you don't listen to what they're saying what other people are thinking. And they're just not afraid to tell. They're afraid to
Yeah.
tell you. But
Yeah.
he has balls, and he's going, dude. I think your glasses are really insensitive, and to people missing an eye. And I didn't even fucking think of that. I was just wearing them because I loved Easy E.
Yeah.
And I am not a person who comes from a place of hate. I fucking love people, and I never want people to think I hate them.
Did Easy E wear one missing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wore it for like 2 months, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. So me and my buddy walked around wearing our one lens glasses because we thought we were cool like Easy E. Because I was into the rap scene. I was into ever since like I said, I listened to Beastie Boys and
Yeah.
all that good stuff as a child, even, you know.
Me
Like,
too.
So,
Same here.
so somebody said that they didn't like the fact that you were wearing one lens glasses because it could be offensive to somebody who is blind.
Yes.
Right.
And I didn't even think of that, you know. I'm just wanting to walk some cool styles, you know. And I was getting to the point where I was having trouble seeing anyways. I needed glasses for real.
Yeah.
And people would be like, "Oh, what's the company that put out Street Trash?" And I'd be like, because I didn't have glasses. I couldn't even read the back, you know. So I got glasses, and I tried putting this little pin on thing that kind of snaps on my glasses, but it was making it really hard to see. And the combination of the hater and the fact that I was getting more comfortable on camera and didn't need them anymore. Like I didn't need that crutch. And so I just retired them. And if anyone wants to rock them, they're more than welcome to, but it's not my style anymore.
I liked it. I liked it. You know,
I loved it. It was fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool, but I don't want to be a dick to people. That's not my thing.
No,
Right.
and I agree with that. If anybody like, and here's my thing, like if anybody ever told me like, hey, you know, like I don't like your glasses, like I'm gonna pretty much tell them to fuck off. And that's just me because like I'm a huge fucking Elton John fan. Like I am the biggest fucking Elton John fan like ever. And probably not ever, but I collect glasses because of him. Like I grew up, my parents were always like, Elton John, like we don't like him. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, can I listen to him? And so like listening to Elton John, then I got stabbed and I was like, fuck, this is perfect. Like I'm gonna just rock glasses all the fucking time, you know.
I've been stabbed, so I understand. I got a scar right here.
Oh God, take it off. Take it off. All of it.
I'm pale as hell, man.
Me too, man.
I'm gonna be sitting here looking pale, like a pale ET with brown nipples. No one wants to see that.
Can we talk about ET real quick? That scene fucked every kid up, right?
Yeah, ET all sick, dying in
Yeah,
there.
I mean, what a horrifying scene.
I've not seen that movie since I was a kid, so I don't remember.
Dude, it is
oh, dude, it breaks you up.
terrifying
Man.
when he's down by the brook. Oh,
What happened?
insert the picture now. That's what I'll do. Once I edit, I'm gonna edit that photo right in. Viewer discretion advised. And now. But yeah, that was creepy, man. As a kid, that scene was I think it scarred me pretty good.
I don't remember that. I honestly, like I said, I've watched that probably once back in the day.
You got away scot-free then, man, because that was a tough one as a kid. Spielberg was.
I tell you, what's a tough one was whenever the Brave Little Toaster, whenever that vacuum cleaner ate its cord, and it's like its eyes are spinning, and it's like thundering and lightning, and you're just like, what the fuck is happening?
Never-ending story when Artex gets
sinking in the mud.
stuck in the mud, dude. Oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah.
Those are tough.
Nobody dies in stuff anymore. Like I was watching the Mario movie and I didn't cry once. I liked it, but I thought it could have used a little more emotional punch.
Yeah.
Even though I really did like the movie, but it was lacking that emotional element.
Yeah.
What did
Yeah,
Jack Black have to do in that movie? I've not watched it. So
Look, he did an amazing King Koopa, and maybe people argue with me on this, but I thought he was. I would forget Jack Black was on the screen, and I just heard King Koopa, except for when he sang. I wish they didn't have him sing in one scene. Just and the song's funny. I love the song, but it just makes me think Jack Black. And when he was just doing the voice, I was actually like, yeah, this is good. You know, I don't know.
I don't know anything about Mario either.
So that's okay.
I'm not a Turtles, Mario. Like I never got into that stuff. I really wasn't like into anything growing. It's weird. Like
your thing was eating pussy. I mean, that was your.
I mean, it was definitely chasing
keep you out of it. It was like a buffet.
It was definitely chasing it, but it was.
You didn't have time for Saturday morning cartoons, man.
No, yeah, that's the thing, dude. Like I never really watched Saturday. The only thing I ever watched was Scooby Doo, but I really didn't watch it enough either. So like, I didn't do much as a child. Like. I didn't do
like the nostalgic stuff that everybody talks about.
Like the one thing I do remember was horror, and I know it's so cliche, like but
that's cool.
Like that was the one thing I do remember. But like growing up, I was just always like fucking shitting ass off all the time. Like I literally just did. Like Jackass was a big fucking thing for me, you know. Like when Jackass, like CKY, you know, whenever come out. Like I was a huge Bam Margera fan, and I still am, and I hate to where the fuck he's at right now. He fucking took off in the woods not too long ago.
I wish he would clean up. I want him united and give me another Jackass. Damn it!
I know.
Nah, that's not gonna happen, man. He's too fucking off the rails. Ever since Dunn died, like he's fucking like he went so downhill. It's crazy. But
and he's like talking about the rest of the cast and stuff.
We all have that friend that we've lost to substances. It's hard. It's very hard to say I love you, but I got to get the fuck away from you.
It's true.
That's 100%, dude.
Because you hit that point, it starts to affect your life, and it's
well, you can't have even if it's not like it does affect your life in a way. Like you clearly could not be around that person anymore. Like you're an adult. Like they never fucking stopped. Like it's just fucking crazy. But like that's what I did. I did like I would jump off roofs. I would run. I would set on the hood of a car and have my buddy slam the brakes and me fly into a garage door. Like it was just like fucking stupid ass shit. So like that was like literally what I did. Then I played a lot of music. So like, like as a kid, like I didn't really do too much, but I feel like I partied a lot.
Well, you surfed cars and shit. That shit's awesome.
Yeah, that it was very stupid. Looking like I would beat my son. Like I would be so proud. I would be so proud of it, but I'm like, fuck off. Stop doing this shit because you're really gonna get hurt and I'm gonna have to pay for it. Like quit. I broke I fucking broke my friend's transmission one time just fucking off in his car and his parents had to pay for it. Like it was some fucking shit show.
Some punk rock shit.
We have children so that we can do better. Like they'll be better than us. They'll be us only better. Yeah. I did not want to pass what I got going on upstairs to any of my kids. Yeah. And I knew they would have a sickness in them, and then their lives would be hard. So I've chosen not to have kids, but it's been a regret of mine. Really? I wish I would have settled down. I wish I would have not settled down as when I say settled down, I wish I would have tried to have a family.
Have you tried though, like at all though? Like
yeah, I'm divorced. I screwed up my marriage in like 4 months.
4 months? That was quick.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know we could have got it annulled. We went through the whole divorce process for no effing reason.
What if you don't mind me asking, if you don't want to talk about it, it's fine. But
no, it's cool. My life's an open book.
Did you jump out the window?
Oh, what? No, I was a child when I fell. And now
we know that.
After the divorce, I was a little unhinged. I, tried to end myself a few times.
Oh, really?
No, don't say that. I hate that.
Yeah, it's you asked, so I told
I know. I'm fine. I'm fine with listening to it. I don't like to hear that though. Like that's like my grandfather. He fucking it's just like one of those things. Like I'm just like, dude, quit. Like, but you're in a happier place though, right?
Oh, well, I don't like to use the word happy, but I found ways to deal with my issues. And like I said, if you see me creating online, you see me posting pictures,
You're
you see
happy.
me making videos, that means I'm doing good.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
disappear, you ain't seen shit from me in months, something's going down,
Right.
and
Well,
I'm trying to make less time down. I call it my downtime. I'm trying to have less downtime because ironically, I'm kind of healing myself by doing more,
Yeah.
What other issues do you have, if you
It was
don't mind?
just like neurological shit, like a lot of personal fears, and like I don't drive cars. I don't do normal human things. They freak me out. I don't like condiments. When we were talking about coleslaw earlier, I only want to
Condiments?
wrestle in it because I hate condiments. They freak me out.
What?
Yeah, 100%. I will
Like, so
not eat
you
ketchup or
don't
must or anything.
what?
Yeah,
Why
I'm
why though?
selective
What
in what I'll eat.
give me an example of why you don't do that.
I don't know. I get a gag reflex. I freak out. I can't put it in my mouth. I will puke on you.
Could be anything,
What about
right?
like drinking?
Texture.
What about
Uh,
drinking?
like
Is that
drinking
that's
alcohol. I don't drink
yeah.
alcohol.
Does that freak you out? Is it just like, hey, I don't want to do that?
No, I don't drink alcohol because my dad, he passed away. He was an alcoholic and he wrecked
Yeah.
into a train. So
Oh
I try to
shit.
learn, if not from myself, but my family.
Is that where like
yeah.
maybe the fear of driving comes from as well?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure
Yeah.
it has a lot to do with it. I think I think I just had the type of childhood where it's like, wasn't one trauma. It was like endless trauma. And, and my mom doing the best to hold us together, but we had a bad childhood. Shit
Right.
happened.
So you found comfort in movies and stuff like that.
Creating.
100%. That
Yeah.
became my world. That became my best friends. I would draw the stuff I would see on TV. I would draw, I'd buy all the magazines like Starlog and Fangoria, and I'd draw all the characters in it. And I'd draw and Nintendo Power too. I drew a lot of those characters. I could still draw every DuckTales character just out of my head, or Simpsons
Wow.
character or whatever. And I learned it from those magazines, just copying all the art in there.
Life is like a hurricane.
That's crazy. So are you and your mom still close?
Oh yeah, I go and see her every day.
Nice.
I keep stuff in her freezer just so I have a reason to go over there to like hang out with
Like-
her. Hey mom,
like
let's cook some
bodies?
pretzels. No,
bodies.
I'm into what I call fair food. Like I have cotton candy
Oh.
machine. I have a popcorn machine.
I bet it
Uh,
smells lovely. Like
It
smell
does.
of
I wanted the
fucking,
video store smell.
Yeah,
what's that?
absolutely.
What's that? What's funnel cakes, dude?
Funnel cakes rule.
Best
Yeah.
smell in the world. That's like that and like dogs, man. When you go to the fair, it's fucking amazing.
That's what was so hard about the pandemic with like people who love going to the movies and stuff and like missing that movie theater
I did miss
popcorn
the theater.
smell.
I missed the theater very badly while I was young
Yeah.
because I was starting to. I would walk up to the video shop, and they still had an open rental store at the time, and I would talk to the guys at the counter. I don't even know if they liked me, but they pretended they did.
Right.
And I fucking loved it. I'd go get a hot dog and a movie and some popcorn and come home all the smiles, or I'd stay and watch because they also had a theater there, or I'd stay and watch the show and then go home with my goodie bag. And it sucks that it's no longer here. They still show movies, but I missed the video store there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
So-
social thing too, I
Yeah.
kind of miss that as being a kid, like the whole, I see all these TikTok videos and stuff of like it'll be like, let me take you back to the 90s or like the early 2000s, and it'll have one of those cheesy songs that basically make you want to tear up because for some reason it sounds like your fucking childhood. And
You're
it's like
don't go chasing
It's something-
waterfalls. And you're
There we
freaking
go.
like, oh, I'm gonna get you dinged, man. It ain't gonna be the
oh yeah, the algorithm, dude.
it ain't gonna
Copyright.
be the tanning buttholes. It's gonna be those lyrics.
Gonna be TLC, dude.
Sorry, man. I will try not to get you dinged.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's all you want. I love it.
that just seeing those like reels and stuff of like it's Friday night, you're picking up a pizza, you're going to the movie store, two friends are sleeping over, and that's the whole night. You know what I mean? And it's like I miss that so much all the
I
time.
want that now. I want
know.
I
That's
want
what
my
I'm
friends to
saying.
come over and trash my house. I
Yeah.
didn't build all this because I wanted to sit in here by myself. I
Yeah.
want friends over eating popcorn. I got a fucking TV on a cart. I want to wheel it out and watch it with people.
Yeah.
I wheel it out for a date or something, but then they go home, they go home and I probably never see them again.
Yeah, it's like that whole experience has been dumbed down to like going on Netflix and just like, people, it's so funny. People are like, oh, it takes me like an hour to pick a fucking movie. And it's like, well, that
Yeah.
hour used to be spent,
Yeah.
driving to get the pizza, driving to the movie store and spending 25 minutes in the movie store.
Well, you didn't fucking like used to like we kind of like thumb through and we look at it like but
Yeah,
like you would go to the fucking store and you pick up the box art. The box art was what sold you on the movie, and
exactly.
there was no downtime. You fucking just got that shit, and if you
Yeah,
hated it, you hated it. Like, but if you loved it, you loved it. Like, there's so many movies like that. I remember
You-
going and picking up. Like the biggest thing that pissed me off was when you pick them up and there's nothing behind it.
nothing behind it.
And
You're
I'm
like,
just like,
shit.
fuck.
but it was an opportunity because you're going to be like, fuck, I really wanted to watch that. So you start going through the horror section. Next thing you know,
Yeah.
you're watching a movie you never seen, like Trick or Treat or something. You're like, I don't know, this looks kind of cool. There's a rock guy on the front of it,
Wow, that's a good one
Yeah.
to have too, dude.
Oh, dude, that's my thing.
Yeah.
Loaded.
kind
All
of
right,
my
so
thing.
are you paying full price for these bitches, or are you fucking just?
I do sometimes. Sometimes everybody knows I collect tapes. So and I've been doing this for a couple years now. I mean, I've been out as long as VCRs have been out, but I mean, I got hardcore back into collecting a couple years ago. And my town kind of got wind, so they start dropping tapes off at my house. Like, hey, I don't know if you want any of these.
Oh,
And
wow.
there might be a bunch of crappy ones, but then there'll be a gem.
Yeah.
Something.
You got like Saving Private Ryan and like the Passion of the Christ, and then you got like Trick or Treat. Like
Yeah, exactly. I did pay for Trick or Treat, however, because it was a movie that I liked as a child and I wanted it back. But
Do you have Death
paid.
Spa?
What's that?
Death Spa? Do you have it?
No, I do not. But that sounds awesome.
I'll send it to you.
Cool.
I have it. It's a super fucking rare one, and it's yours if you want it.
I will definitely take it and also take very good care of it.
You can have it because
all my tapes are cleaned and taken care of. My VCR is clean. And
it's
it'll be
yours.
stored in a nice dry environment. And
I'm gonna pay
time.
it. I'm gonna pay it forward, and I'm gonna give a shout out to He's Crafty. I have a copy of Chopping Mall on VHS. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I noticed them behind you.
Yeah, and he asked me, he's like, "Do you have it on me?" I was like, "I do," but it had where somebody cut it with a knife to cut the cellophane off, and I was like, it's kind of like pisses me off because I want like a good one. He was like, "Oh yeah, like here, I got it. It's yours." He fucking sent it to me, and I was like,
I bet you were so
dude,
fucking happy.
dude, I was pumped. So I
Yeah.
was like, here's the thing, I'm gonna send you my copy back. I was like, we're just gonna trade out. If you don't care, I'll just trade you out, and send him a few other things. But that's what I'm gonna do for you. Like Death Spa. Have you ever seen that movie? You ever heard about it?
No, I have never seen it, but
Wow.
as
All
I
right.
say, I love recommendations. You can know a million tape heads and you'll think you've seen everything. You go over to your buddy's house, he has a completely different life, completely different collection of
Well,
shit. And
I'll tell you what, any fucking tape heads that are watching this right here, and they're like, "Oh, this stupid motherfucker's gonna give you tape head or fucking Death Spa." Death Spa it's up there with like horror workout. It's up there with like
horror
Hell.
workout's dope.
I fucking love that movie, but it's like Hell Spa and like horror work. Like it's one of those like it's very hard to get. It's a good movie, and it's all yours, homie. I'm giving it to you just simply because I
man.
like you,
Ah.
and I am actually trying to sell it. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. No one's biting on it. It's yours. Like
Thank you, man. I will take very good care of it.
do so. I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna record it just for me. Like I'm gonna put it on another blank tape. That way I can have it if I ever do want to watch it.
I pull everything off digitally because I never know when I'm going to want to review it.
Yeah.
So when I watch something, I always record it the first time. So I have the digital information.
There you go. There you
And
go.
Mikey, you have quite a few people send you like care packages too.
Oh,
Like,
dude, for as small as my channel is, you think I wouldn't get anything, but I always have mail.
Yeah,
Good.
it's
It's
pretty
insane.
awesome. I used to
What's
love
cool-
I like those unboxing videos and stuff. You'll
What's
get like
the
a
coolest thing?
you'll get like a blooper video or a fucking porn video or like
I love the
Yeah,
porn ones.
I like people. My coolest stuff I like when people make a personal boot that's like a mixtape of stuff they dig. It just comes from the heart and it means a lot more. And sometimes they'll put in stickers and candy. And don't get me wrong, I love all physical media, but when's the last time you got candy and a sticker and a Blu-ray?
it's true.
It doesn't
It's true.
happen.
Dude, I was
That's what-
literally just thinking about like how I'm gonna mail this to you, and it's fucking stickers and a candy.
Yeah, Taylor-
that's all.
Taylor-
That's all I've got.
Taylor's
And
really good at that. When we send packages to each other, we'll do a little, like I sent him and his wife a package where I sent some these things called whoopie pies that we have up here in
Oh,
Maine.
so
They're not,
fucking good.
they
yeah,
sound
they're like
awesome.
it's basically like cream cheese filling with like cake buns, basically.
I like the word buns.
Yeah, they're really good, but it's like a main thing. So like he's never seen them before. So I sent them two of those, and then sent him some bobbleheads of the new Munsters movie, um, and then some stickers and shit like that. And then he sent me back the Michelangelo as the mummy, and then sent me a shirt. He sent me this ridiculous shirt of
That is sick, dude. Yeah, I've never seen that.
yeah,
It looks
that's
amazing. Holy shit, that's a really nice copy too.
Well, yeah, it's kind of fucked right here. Like I guess somebody had a sticker.
That's just part of
Yeah.
being a VHS collecting. You got to accept there's gonna be flaws on your tapes.
Yeah.
It's just part of the collection.
But this is an original. I'm telling you, look it up on eBay. You're gonna be like,
Oh, I believe
fuck.
you. It
Like
looks
this,
valuable.
this bitch is. It's a good movie, but it wasn't like one that grabbed me. You know, like you feel those. You know, like doesn't matter. Like I really didn't pay much for this. I think I paid like
I bet you all like it.
I think I paid like $30 for it. But the only reason why I wanted it was because of the artwork. I was like, fuck, that artwork's so killer. And like I don't know if you can see it, but look at this guy right here.
He looks awesome.
Like he's fucking dying in this. Like it's fucking brilliant. The artwork's great.
You don't see dude bondage on the front of tapes very often.
No, you'll sweat blood. The uncut, unedited version. It's fucking sick. But yeah, dude, it's yours. I'll give it to you.
Dude, I will baby it and I'll take a million pictures and thank you and make sure everybody knows that
you don't even have to do that. Just fucking watch it. If you don't like it, pass it on. Like
I rehome tapes if they're not my jam. Like I don't like anything with I don't like using the word even, but any horrible violence towards women.
yeah.
I'm like, I ain't talking about like a slasher where they're ripping faces off, you know,
Right.
and it's comical and they're going, oh, that shit's funny, you know. But if I feel it's a little too real,
we know what you're talking
you
about.
know,
Yeah.
I don't like those type of movies.
I'm not a huge, and I actually don't own those movies either.
I Spit on
on
Your Grave
DVD.
and shit like that. You know,
Yeah.
that we're
One,
talking
I
about.
watched it, you know, that's enough. I'm good. I don't need it in my life.
See,
and
And
you know,
that's the thing where everybody like, and I'm not ashamed to say this. Like it does. I don't feel like it makes me a shitty person, but like I wouldn't necessarily say I like those movies, but I don't mind them. It kind of gives that insight in that woman's revenge, and I like that aspect of it.
I think I didn't like the guy I watched it with. He was really getting into it. Like, oh, this is cool. This is so cool. I'm like, that isn't cool. That sucks. You know,
Yeah, if you get hyped about something like that when you're watching,
not
kind of
cool.
fucking a
you're
red
not supposed to
flag,
be
you know.
rooting. Yeah, you're not supposed to be rooting for the sickos.
Right.
Yeah.
It's more of a tragedy than a you know.
Yeah, of course,
But-
rooting for the girl getting revenge. That's awesome, right?
Like,
Everybody
exactly.
loves that. But
I Spit on Your Grave, the original one, like I absolutely fucking loved it. Like I
don't think
it
I've
doesn't-
seen the remakes or anything.
The remakes I didn't really care for at all, except for the first one. But the original, like I thought, you know, it was a very good. Dude, she was such a badass. Like, you know, it's got terrible fucking aspects of it. That's clear.
I watched it
But-
when I was 14, so you know, it was a different viewing then. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I probably watched that when I was a lot younger too, probably 20s, I guess, when I watched it. But it you know, it's one thing I like. It's kind of like Rob Zombie film, and I'm gonna bring Rob Zombie up because I love him. But an uncomfortable film, I think, is what makes a film to me. Like if something makes you uncomfortable, then it grabs you in a way that you don't like, or you do like, or whatever, and makes you almost invested, if that makes sense. And I'm not.
so you're like a Serbian film type guy or any
that?
Ari Aster type thing. Just really disturbing
Yeah.
horror that's more psychological. I'm more
No,
into
I don't like psychological, but I like Rob Zombie films, if that makes sense. Like,
I like his movies. I think
that's my style.
You know, occasionally there's not one I'm totally into, but I like most of his work, and he obviously loves this shit. Like if you even if you hate Rob Zombie, if you can't see that he doesn't love what he's doing, you're crazy.
Right.
You know, that dude loves horror. He loves horror
Yeah.
more than anyone I know.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, he does a great job. I
And
mean,
you know when it's a Rob Zombie film. Like if
Yeah,
because
if
it's
the title
dirty.
never came across, there was no credits,
I love
you would
Devil's
know.
Reject. That shit's
Yeah.
dope.
And that's another, like, it's dirty. Like
Yeah.
he makes dirty films, and it's like, it's not like dirty like you would say, but it's just grimy. It's fucking
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna
It's
say,
almost
but
like the
even
horror
even
South sort of thing.
yeah, it makes you
yeah,
uncomfortable. It's not a good, but it keeps you invested, and that's the things that I like with my ADHD, and I'm sure you can attest to this, Mike. It's like it's if something doesn't grab me right off the bat, it's hard for me to pay attention. So like with films like I Spit on Your Grave and stuff with Rob Zombie, they grab me right off the bat because it's just like, oh, this is not what I'm used to. It's out of my normal form. So like Last House on the Left, that's another one. It's like you,
That's a hard watch too.
yeah, you
When I say
hate,
hard, I don't mean I don't like these. I just mean
yeah,
they're a heavy watch.
they
that's
are.
what I'm saying. So like whenever you watch those, you're just like, fuck, like it's an uncomfortable feeling, but then at the end of it's rewarding. So like that's where I'm at with those films. Do I like what happens? No, I absolutely do not like what happens. I don't condone that. I fucking hate it. But it makes for a film that grabs you. if
Yeah,
that makes
I could see if you watch it with someone who's like a little too giddy about it, it would be
Yeah, and my friend
pretty.
was really pissing me
It-
off.
yeah.
Yeah,
Former
that's
friend,
that's
you know.
fucking weird. Like you don't act like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's
And he
odd.
was real. I don't even want to give him an excuse. He was being a
Yeah,
dick.
yeah,
But me personally, I like a movie that I call them light horror movies, and it's anytime it's really over the top, like a guy getting his face ripped off. He's running around going,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
something I could put in at any time of the day and laugh my ass off, like Return of the Living Dead, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Any trauma, any full moon, like sign me up. Like when I get up in the morning, I definitely don't want to watch a heavy movie. I want to put something a little lighter, pop it in my VCR, and start my day. I just like
Yeah.
background noise, like how people put in a music track. I'm
Call-
like, okay, today
That's
is
like-
street trash.
That's like me. That's like me with Tremors. Like I'll do that with Tremors all
yeah.
day. I
Tremors
could watch.
is dope.
I could watch
Especially the first
Tremors
one.
anytime during the day. I put it in a lot at night because I just love like the opening sequence. I love everything about that fucking movie. And
I
it's
agree.
mostly set during the day, which is cool. Not a lot of films are like that. Yeah, I like those lighthearted horror films as well. And then I like a lot of dark shit. I mean, The Exorcist is like my favorite movie of all time, but it definitely isn't
Especially
something-
Exorcist 3. It is.
Yeah.
It is,
Good movie, right?
it is an amazing movie. Excellent
So-
film.
call me married, but with the full moon films, man, like here's my thing, like on movies, and like it's a strange thing, and people are like, but like the nudity is almost too fucking much.
That's just 80s movies and 90s movies for you. Titties
It's
used to
like-
be everywhere, you know?
and that's a real thing. Like it's not that it makes me uncomfortable. It doesn't, it's just like fuck, like this is not like, it's not appropriate, if that makes sense.
Do you think it might be because you have kids and kids like to wander in when
Nah,
they
nah,
won't
it's
come
not- it's
in
not the-
until the titty's out?
It's
And then
not-
they'll
yeah,
wander
that's
through
true.
the living room,
That's
you know?
that's
true.
100% true. But no, it's not the whole kid thing. It's more just like like for my wife, like if I truly want to watch a movie, and then like all these titties are out and all that shit, I'm just like,
Sounds awesome.
It's just
Yeah, I
kind
mean,
of well,
we're-
like
Do you
it's
think
ki-
it's a generational thing? Like you just didn't grow up around as many titty movies?
oh, I grew up around titty movies. I fucking loved titty movies when I was a kid. But like,
So it's like since you've been married, it's been
yeah,
different.
I guess like out of respect for my wife, like it's just it's more of like that makes me uncomfortable because I like I don't I don't want to make her feel weird or whatever.
No, that's
like
you're a lover boy and nothing wrong. If you got a woman that loves your ass, you better love them with every ounce of your heart. 'Cause you
Oh, I
will
do.
be sad when they are gone.
I
Yeah.
love
And
I
you're
love
not
her
going
with
to get
every
anybody
ounce.
like them ever again.
Yeah.
That's 100% true. That's 100% true. But yeah, it's one of those things. Like with the full moon, I fucking love their movies, but goddamn, there's so much tits. There's
It'll be
so
like a
many
kid's
tits.
dinosaur movie and there'll be a titty in it for no reason.
I mean, what I have a movie. I think no, yeah, maybe I can't remember, but it's all about dinosaurs, and they're like these cavemen and cave woman, and they bounce like to the future, and and like he's like Fabio, like fucking ripped, you know, like fucking
Yeah.
like 8-pack, and she's got these huge, humongous tits, and they're all like fucking and shit, and like there's like one with like a genie. And it's the same fucking people, and it's the same fucking story, but they're a
This movie
genie.
sounds terrible. Let me write it down.
I'll have to look them up, dude. It's all on fucking Tubi.
I'm not
watched
familiar. Tubi has become a
It's a
virtual
hit, dude.
VCR.
Yeah, seriously. Especially
A lot
with
of
like A and
dickheads
P
are watching it.
films. A and P films put all their shit on Tubi, and their movies.
Yeah,
are great.
and this is no hit on AMP Films in any fucking way.
I was
know
gonna
they
say
put a
because
lot-
you're gonna have to watch Murder Size when that comes out.
I
It's
bought
gonna
that
be,
thing on fucking Blu-ray. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Said I'm
Drew's
gonna
in that, I
support 'em.
believe, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah. We
Yeah,
had A
like-
and P. We had A and P on. They're
I
fucking
saw him
awesome,
dancing
dude.
and stuff, and I love
And
that
they're-
fucking dude. He makes
and-
me die laughing all the time.
Yeah, he's great.
he's a
Yeah,
good
we
guy.
had him on. He was awesome, and A and P was great too. If you ever had have a chance to talk to them,
You really should. Yeah, you should
I
invite
have
him
not,
on.
but it sounds
You should
dope.
invite him on to
Dude, they're
whatever,
awesome.
everything you do. Like you should invite him on.
they're cool. Yeah, their new movie Murder Size is going to be fucking awesome. Right up with
I like
Killer
the clips
Workout
I've
and
seen.
Death
It looks
Spa.
good.
Yeah, and there's going to be titties in that, so I'm excited.
Well,
Yeah,
I would imagine.
I'm excited to talk to him.
That's the thing though. Like they put a lot of titties and stuff, and this is definitely no hit on them. It's just like for me personally, like I like occasional boob. I don't even care. Like fucking put a couple dicks in there. Like whatever you want. Like I want to see that big old schlong hanging down. That's like unrealistic.
Schlongs of horror. Final boys.
Like I don't give a fuck. Like if like the one films that I do like is that when they have the titties, then immediately after they have a big schlong, and I'm like, now we're even. Like
this comes up more often than you think. I talk to Dustin a lot, and he's like, there's no dongs in horror, and I'm like, there isn't as many, and he's like, well, I want to start putting some in my movie, and I don't know.
He told that to us too.
I don't know if he did or not, but I did see a prop, so I'm wondering if he got a dong in that movie.
Dude,
Well,
I love dogs in
he
movies.
did technically in Pool Party.
I hate, yeah.
Technically, he had it on.
He's talking about Dustin.
Oh, I was talking about Dustin.
He's talking
Dustin.
about Dustin.
Okay, all right,
So-
gotcha.
so
I
Drew-
thought it was...
I don't put it past Drew whatsoever. I'm sure Drew
Yeah.
does.
So I asked Drew about that.
Because Drew said
dick
that.
pic.
Because Drew said it too. He's like, I want to put dicks in movies.
Dude,
It's
that's the
only
thing, though,
fair,
like,
know?
if like that's the thing though. Like if they're in a fucking movie, they shouldn't be unrealistically fucking ginormous dicks.
Right.
And I guess that's why there's like ginormous fucking titties, and all these women feel uncomfortable about that shit. But like for a dude, like I feel like if you're gonna do a horror movie, you should do real tits, real dick, show the real fucking thing. Don't do these big everything like that dick that fucking Drew had on. That guy was like, can you see the bottom? Can you see the bottom of my hand? It's down here.
Yeah. Nope.
Drew's always hilarious. He really knows what he's doing. I mean, I'm new to his world, so Pool Party Massacre was my first entry point.
Oh, so
but
good.
I love his work. I think he's hilarious. I like his posts even. He's hilarious. He makes me laugh all the time.
And
You
he's
should watch,
he's doing Pool Party too.
Yeah. You
Oh,
should
wow,
watch
that's
Slash.
interesting. I got to know why.
You should watch Slash Lorette Party on. Have you seen that?
No, I have not.
That one's
It's
awesome.
it's on Tubi. Check it out tonight if you can.
Drew's in that, and that's A&P Films as well.
It's an
Mikey.
AMP film, yeah.
He's been working his tits off. He's in tons of stuff anymore.
Oh yeah, he's crushing it, dude. And then Pool Party 2, he gave us the lowdown on. He didn't tell us what was going to happen. He told us that he had a scene that when he first wrote it out, and then COVID hit and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
Well,
It was
Dustin said
pretty-
he's very professional. Like he showed up, he knew his lines. He
Oh, yeah.
said them. I didn't know my shit when I was over there. I had a guy in the corner going, "Say, hey guy, what's going on with those titties over there?"
yeah.
And I would still mess that up. But Drew came in professional. He came in like an actor should. He knew his lines,
Absolutely.
and he did not ad lib until he shot his shots. And then he's like, "Now can I try something?" That
Right.
is professiontional.
Definitely. Yeah, got all the script work down and then said, "Hey, let me try a few different things." Yeah, that's cool.
I'd like to hang out with him.
Yeah.
We've hung out with him, but I'd actually like. I know he doesn't drink, but like I would like to like go to like Cheddar's or something, and sit down and get like a couple sandwiches with him or something.
Yeah, get some Sammy boys.
Yeah, maybe go out and like walk around, maybe like brush fingers or something like that. Like not really
Once a
holding
month,
hands,
like-
but brush fingers.
Hey man, it's a couple bros that love horror. If you brush fingers and you give each other that look, it's okay.
Yeah.
Possibly cross swords later on that night. I'm not entirely sure, but something I'd like to do.
Awesome. I love it. All right, guys, we're pushing 2 hours here. So
He's like, we're having sword crossing talk. We got to cut this early.
I think we talked quite a bit about penises.
We
sword
did. People are in
things.
for a special
That's
episode
where
on this
people
one.
came from for sure. But
Yeah,
thank you so
absolutely.
much.
No, yeah, Mikey, love having you on, man. We'll definitely do it again. Always good having you on. Love the conversations. They're always fucking wild and out there and always different. So it's
Lots
always
of twists and turns.
yeah, it's just always refreshing, man. You know, it's always fun. And we always get a little bit of tape talk in there and a little bit of movie talk, which is always nice as well.
And hopefully I have a new cooler shirt and a lot cooler tape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
dude. Yeah, for sure. And everybody, I
Well.
want to let them know to keep a lookout for this silver-haired fox right here. He's gonna
Yeah.
get some big fucking shit.
I'm going to raise the roof. That's what I usually hold
Yeah.
my horse so I don't do it. But
If you need to raise the roof, Mikey, that's cool, man.
well, it's just annoying, you know.
I love it. I love
It's so heavy.
Yeah.
it. Yeah, great episode, guys. Love the talk. We'll do it again soon, Mikey. All right.
Well, thank you, man. It's nice talking to you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah.